So in class we discussed that there are other sources of knowledge. There's Caribbean philosophy, there's African philosophy. The Western use an individualistic approach. Like for example, Rene Descartes speaks about I think therefore I am. But the African they looked at it from a collective standpoint, saying I am because we are. They believe that knowledge does not necessarily come from the individual self, but knowledge comes from a community on the whole. So that is what we discussed in the tutorial. I'm not going to go in depth with that. I'm going to now discuss what we discussed in the lecture. So we spoke about how knowledge requires belief, which is true because you have to believe something in order for it to be probably propositional knowledge to you. Should there be a requirement for the degree of intensity of belief in knowledge? Does the intensity of belief not affect the degree to which one knows? So the more the intense the belief is, the more the more the individual believes that their belief is propositional knowledge. You understand what I'm saying? So Rene Descartes, he spoke about, as I said earlier, his clear and distinct perception about propositional knowledge. He doubted everything that could be doubted, and his mind was the reason why he was doubting in the first place. Belief is held in the mind, and belief is no uncertainty, which is true that the mind has to exist for there to be a belief. The mind is aware, the mind is conscious. Consciousness covers broad spectrum of psychosocial activities for a subject known, which is true. Knowledge does come from consciousness, as otherwise known as phenomenology. It embraces direct and indirect awareness. Consciousness is a state of awareness possessed by a mentally alert person at any point in time. So I am speaking right now. I am conscious. I know that I am awake. I know that I am thinking. I know that I am making this vlog for my class because I am conscious. Ideas do populate consciousness. Belief requires consciousness, as I said before. Awareness is also self-awareness. Belief are a complex series of connections between the personal and social identities. Belief and right action, willingness to act, belief intends to right beliefs versus true beliefs. There's a religious beliefs, religious knowledge. Religion prescribes right actions. However, beliefs, by the end of the day, beliefs are actually very subjective. And some of these beliefs that we have are beliefs that are passed down by individuals, and just because society claims that it is true, we accept it as the truth.